Alright, so this video is to quickly explain how Transistor works and how to use the functions so that you can have a good time and defeat all the processes with ease. So we'll go ahead and start by opening up the access point in here. And as you see, we have all of our functions. Don't worry about what all these are. You won't get them at the beginning. This is just the new game plus mode. So as you see, you have your functions, and each individual function actually serves three different uses. One is for the active slot effect, such as these right here, which are the abilities that red can use. The function can also be used as an upgrade slot, which go in these areas right here, which upgrade other functions. And then lastly, the function can be used as a passive slot, which are these four slots here that upgrade red in general. So as you look, we have 24 available slots here. And for example, Crash takes one slot. The reason it's redded out is because I have not equipped it, and I do not have any more empty memory slots. So for example, if we take everything out, oops. So for example, we'll start with Spark, which is a very early function that you learn. We'll go ahead and put it as an active slot, and then we'll look for something else. So here's another early one we get, Load, which increases the area effect of most functions. So if we add that, that will make Spark have a bigger area of effect. If you take Bounce, which adds a chain effect to most functions, and put it in, now Spark will have the ability of increased area of effect and the added chain reactive effect. So let's go ahead and take a look at what that looks like. Yep, go ahead and do that. So as you can see, it's a little bit bigger if you're not familiar with that. So what we also have here are limiters, which if you played Bastion, which is SuperGiant Game's first game, it makes the game harder. So you can kind of up the difficulty level for your game. For example, you will get a 2% experience bonus, but all processes will spawn shielded cells that you have to attack once they die. So it basically makes the game a little harder, and you can turn these on or off depending on what you want to do and how hard you want to make the game. You will get bonuses and experience and achievements for making the game harder. Some functions, let's move on to the game itself. So when you're running around in the game and you come to a fight, you can either play the game in a kind of free mode, which is when you're just using your functions running around the map. You can also go into this user mode by pushing spacebar on PC and run around. And as you see, it'll use up some of red's meter. You push R to take it back. So you can do that, select something, and each time you push R, it takes back each step. So as you notice, it'll take up abilities. It'll take up space for each ability you use based on the ability, and then you hit space to execute them all really fast. Now, while this is happening, while it's recharging, I cannot use that particular ability. I'll have to wait for the bar to charge back up. Now, what will help you are that there are some abilities where you can use it. If you use, for example, Jaunt, which allows for functions to be used during turn activity. So let's go and remove, let's go ahead and remove that, which was Bounce from Spark, and go ahead and add Jaunt. And we'll go ahead, use up some of our ability, and then execute. And as you can see, with Jaunt attached, we can attack while we're waiting for our load meter to pull back up. So if you combine both abilities, if you combine both load and the free form, you will have much more success by attacking freely in the game and then switching to load while you are trying to get that precise attack against an enemy or trying to make an escape. Hope this video has helped some people play, and if so, that's terrific.